Hi, hi. Yeah, my cat's around here someplace, but anyway, been sanding since like 7 o'clock this morning. It is ready to prime, and I cleaned up the rust like on these fenders and spots, real good. So anyway, I just painted primer on it wherever the rust was. Now, didn't use everyday primer. This can here, I've had this like 20 years, and I just pour a little reducer in it and then use the brush and kind of get it wet and then paint it on. And when it starts breaking, when the reducer starts working, it turns that stuff into mud, and then it spreads good like it's supposed to. But anyway, this can, it's the label is covered up. I've had, but that right there weighs twice that, and it's almost empty. That right there weighs twice as much as a gallon. No, yeah, it would take 2 gallons of body fill to weigh that much. That's how heavy this is. This can weighed like 50 or 60 pounds. It took 2 hands to carry it home. Like, just, it's almost like it's solid steel. And in the directions you can arc weld on it. But anyway, it's zinc cold galvanizing undercoating that I bought at Bargain Harley's actually 20 some years ago, and it's been on all the rusty spots on every one of my cars, and I've had incredible good luck with it. But it's impossible to work with as far as spraying. I did spray the frame on the Hudson with it completely because the gallon that was a lot newer and it was runny, and I was able to keep it stirred and in the gun, but it's kind of dried up. Anyway, it loosens up, and then I just painted it on that because the humidity in this air here, I got all my rust cleaned up, and if it sits overnight, it'll rust. So anyway, everything is ready to be primed. All sanded, ready to be primed. And you don't sand this stuff. You just take your finger, wipe it off. It turns into dust. And it's always like that. Like even when I did the Hudson frame 15 years ago, I couldn't sand it. I just wiped it to get it kind of smooth and then sprayed. But it just turns into dust. And that's how it was even when I first got it. But anyway, a coat of that on all my rust will hold it, and I'll be priming tomorrow. The car is completely sanded. Not completely sanded, just sanded where I have to prime. And I smeared, as I said, wherever it was an issue for me. I've been sanding all day. But anyway, you can see I just smooched it on with the brush, but I cleaned it all up as best I could. And now that'll hold it, and I won't touch it with sandpaper. Tomorrow when I mix up my primer, I'll just spray right over it. And I found a couple more little dents. I don't know, I might leave it. There's a dent right here. Don't want to be too good. And over here, I primed that area. As I said, I just smooched it on with a brush. The car doesn't look any different than it did yesterday, except for I got it sanded back here where I'm going to prime this edge. It's everything's sanded, and I'm ready to prime. But it's kind of getting late now, and I don't want to wrestle with the primer gun and cleaning and spraying and stuff, so I'll have to prime tomorrow. But I went all over everything down here. I went over all that. Actually, down here, I didn't go the 280. I just went 100. But on all my upper body fill, I went the 280. But down here 100. And I'm just going to prime. I may rock guard. I'm going to rock guard the very bottom, but this part here, I want the primer on it, and I want to smooth it up because I don't want the sill actually to be rock guarded, just underneath. But yeah, not very exciting stuff. But this primer will have fairly good results. Plus it means I don't have to clean it up tomorrow. It's got a coat on it, and I sanded this all down. That's sanded with 280, and I'm going to paint the whole fender here and just the spots on that one, because I'll be painting these fenders off the car completely inside and out, and then paint the car. And yeah, I don't want to keep you guys too long. It's been monotonously boring, but tomorrow when I have fresh energy, I'll mask it up a little tiny bit and put a coat of primer on it, and put quite a bit of primer on it, so when I'm done I still have a surface. And I don't plan on using it all on the first coat or two, but oh, there's Kitty Cat right there. We might as well go over and say hello, and then I'll let you guys go for the weekend. What's wrong with you? No, growling. Mad at something. Meow. I can smell manure in the air. He hates manure. Or he smells wild animals. He smells something. Well, anyway, see you guys later.